They laughed at him. The moment he stepped into the brightly lit jewelry store, dressed in his faded shirt and worn-out shoes, heads turned. Some snickered, others whispered. To them, he looked like someone who didn't belong. But what they didn't know, what none of them even imagined, was that the humble boy they mocked had a secret that would soon change everything. This isn't just a story about jewelry, money, or status. It's about respect, kindness, and the way life has a strange way of revealing the truth. So stay with me until the end, you won't want to miss what happens. And if this story touches your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because we share stories that remind us of the power of humility and courage. The boy's name was Ian. 16 years old, quiet, shy, with a heart far bigger than his pocket. He wasn't there to buy anything, he couldn't even afford the cheapest bracelet in the store. He had only come inside to look. His mother's birthday was just a week away, and she had spent her whole life sacrificing for him, skipping meals so he could eat, patching his clothes when they tore, smiling even when life treated her unfairly. Ian wanted to give her something special, something that showed how much he loved her. And to him, nothing felt more special than a piece of jewelry. But when he walked up to the sparkling glass counters, his eyes wide with wonder, the salesgirls exchanged glances. One of them chuckled. "Do you think he even knows how much these cost?" another whispered. A well-dressed young man standing nearby smirked, saying loudly enough for Ian to hear, "Maybe he's lost. The toy shop is down the street." Laughter broke out around him. Ian's cheeks burned. He lowered his head, gripping the straps of his old backpack tightly. Inside, he felt small. Invisible. Like he didn't belong in a place filled with diamonds and gold. But instead of leaving, he took a deep breath and stayed. He reminded himself why he had come. It wasn't for him. It was for his mother, the woman who never gave up on him, even when life did. He asked softly, "Excuse me, sir, can I just see that necklace?" The man behind the counter, older and kinder than the rest, hesitated. He glanced at Ian's worn-out clothes, then at the others watching with mocking smiles. Finally, he nodded and gently placed a simple silver necklace on the counter. It wasn't the most expensive piece, but to Ian, it was beautiful. His fingers trembled as he held it. One day, he whispered to himself, "I'll buy this for her." The laughter grew louder. One day, the rich boy mocked. "By the time you can afford that, it'll be out of style." Even the salesgirls laughed now. Ian's throat tightened, but he refused to cry. He carefully placed the necklace back and whispered, "Thank you," before turning toward the door. But just as he reached the exit, a deep voice echoed through the store. "Ian? Is that you?" Everyone turned. Walking in was a man in a tailored suit, tall and confident, with silver hair and kind eyes. The room fell silent. The man's presence commanded respect immediately. The salesgirl straightened, the rich boy froze, and the laughter died instantly. Ian looked up and froze too. "Father," he whispered. Yes. The man was his father, Mr. Rahman, the owner of the jewelry store. A successful businessman who rarely revealed his personal life. Many employees had worked there for years but had never met his son. They knew he had an heir, but they had never connected him to the humble boy now standing at the door. The man's face lit up as he walked over. Without hesitation, he embraced Ian. "I was wondering when you'd stop by," he said warmly. He looked around the store, his sharp eyes noticing the awkward silence, the guilty faces, the way his son had been treated. "What were you looking at, son?" Ian pointed hesitantly at the necklace. "It's for Mom's birthday." "But I can't," his father smiled, cutting him off. "If it's for your mother, then nothing is too much." He turned to the staff. "Wrap it up in the best box we have." The salesgirls' mouths dropped open. The rich boy's face turned pale. But Mr. Rahman wasn't done. He turned to the room, his voice firm yet calm. I built this business with my own 2 hands. I started with nothing, just like Ian's mother and I. And I will not allow anyone in my store to mock someone because of how they look. Humility is worth more than all the gold in this room. His words carried weight, settling like a stone in the hearts of everyone listening. The necklace was carefully boxed and handed to Ian. His father placed a hand on his shoulder. Always remember, son, respect is the greatest jewel a person can wear. Those who laugh today will learn that money may buy attention, but it will never buy honor. Ian walked out of the store with his father, his heart full. Not because of the necklace, not even because of the sudden revelation, but because he had been reminded of something powerful. He didn't need to prove his worth to anyone. His love for his mother, his humility, and his kindness were worth more than diamonds. And that night, when he placed the necklace around his mother's neck, tears filled her eyes. Ian, this is beautiful, she whispered. But more than the gift, she cherished the love behind it. So the next time you feel out of place, or like people are laughing at you, remember Ian's story. Sometimes, the ones they laugh at are the very ones who will shine the brightest. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Because every week, we share stories that remind us of the beauty of kindness, respect, and humility, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.